Hey everybody, Coach Tro here. Hope everyone's having a fantastic October. I know I am. Now let's check out Wizards and Werewolves. Alright, let's open up this box and see what we got. Alright, this is a little bit different from my usual board game reviews because this is not a board game. It's more of an outdoor activity, a game you would play, say, at night. Starlux Games sent me this as a review copy, so I was able to play with the nieces and nephews, so thank you very much for that, Starlux Games. Alright, so if it's not a board game, what exactly is it? Okay, now it's a variation pretty much of a game of tag. We're going to have different equipment and different rule sets. Okay, what exactly is that? Well, let's check it out. Now inside the box you got this very simple, easy to read rule book. Alright, it's pretty cool. It's like on this beveled paper. Thematic. Alright, anyway, like I said, it pretty much plays like games of tag. So, equipment you're going to have for setup are these little squares here that are going to light up. You're going to want to play this at night, obviously, if you haven't gotten the pick that already. You got 4 of these that you're going to set out to kind of be your borders so you know exactly where you're going to play. Right? And every player is going to get, or not every player, but different teams are going to get armbands, okay? Werewolves are going to have an alpha wolf. It's going to get this blue band here. And put that on your wrist. And the wizard team, they're each going to get these red ones, okay? They got a couple different modes there, flashy and steady. Alright, and the first game, there's going to be one alpha wolf that is going to be protecting the moonstone. And moonstone is just going to be this big one right here. Okay, and all they're going to do is, wizards are going to try to tag the moonstone here. Alright, once you do that, you defeat the werewolf, okay? But every time the werewolf tags a wizard, they gotta turn off their bracelet, and they become wolves themselves, tagging other wizards. So, it's not unlike a game that I used to play as a kid called Kick the Can, okay? Actually, side note, I said that to a couple of my coworkers. I told them I got this game, it's kind of like Kick the Can. They had never played Kick the Can, alright? Now, I'm a little older than they are, they're a little younger. Is Kick the Can not a thing anymore? Do we not play that? Is that maybe just a regional thing for Midwest, Minnesota? I don't know. Let me know about that, alright? Am I crazy for thinking that that everyone should have played that game as a kid? Alright, anyway, back to it, okay? So that's the first game mode, like that. Second game mode is very similar, but you're going to have equal starting groups of wizards and werewolves, and you're going to have these other star stones in there that you're going to hide around, and they're going to give you special powers like pretty much work as antidotes so you can get tagged extra times. Alright, in the third game, you're going to have you've got role cards that are in there, okay? So one team will be the wolf, the other team will be the wizards, and you're going to have different special powers, like someone's going to be a teleporter, a healer, a banisher, whatever. So it adds another layer of complexity, so it's not just running around and, having those nice simple rules. Alright, those are the 3 game modes. Now the equipment that you get here is pretty neat, okay? First of all, I like having just your little border pieces, okay? Everything just pretty much lights up. Everything lights up. That's really cool. Playing at night, it makes it really fun that everything is nice and glowy, okay? Your moonstones, your star stones, whatever. The moonstone being this really big one here, it's nice and light. It's just plastic. But it's got a really nice glow at night, so it's outside in the dark. You'll be able to see it pretty well. But I think it's solid. We played around with it. It's got thrown, it got kicked, it got pushed, and it's still working just fine. So I'd say the quality is pretty good there. And we got our bracelets. Okay, so we got we got 2 different color bracelets. Just gonna put those on, and they're pretty neat. So when you're running around, you kind of know where the other players are. I do like how the alpha wolf you can see, but you're not going to see the other wolves because they're not going to have the bracelets on. So, you're not playing usually in such a big area where you're going to be able to hide extra crazy, but it is going to add a little layer of wolves being able to sneak up on people, which is, that's thematic. They're the hunters. They're silent predators. Okay? And then the wizards, having these nice bright red ones. That's pretty cool. And then you got bit once, now you got tagged once, and so now you're hurting here, so you can get tagged again and be out or turned into a wolf. That's pretty cool. I like the equipment. It's nice, and cards are nice quality, nice and thick cards here. They got a little bit of artwork on the back. It looks cool. And the rule book, again, is very simple to read. Rule book, very easy to understand. So the equipment is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Like I said, of the plastic here, a lot of it, it's nice and light, but we played with it. Everything got kicked and stepped on and whatnot, and it's still working just fine. So that's great. One worry I have, of course, it's with these lights is the batteries, So I always worry about batteries running out. But you can order more off of the Starlux website, so that's nice. That makes it a little better. Takes a little bit of my worry off that I would normally have for something like this. Things that I liked about the game. Say my nieces and nephews, they really enjoyed the game. Okay, so it's it's nice to be outdoors, active. It's a variation of a game that tag. Everyone's played tag, so you can get these rules, but there's different levels, and so you can advance. And that's nice to have. So you're not just playing with that same rule set. You can switch it up if you'd like. But even again, the basic game is fantastic. It's great. A lot of fun. The kids, they had a great time with it. I'm a little older, but I can still run. I can still keep up with them. I'm not I'm not too old yet for this kind of game. I had fun with it as well. So I think the age range can, as long as you're willing to be active, this is going to be a good game for you. Kind of on the downside, though, you do need a big outdoor space to play. I am lucky. I live right next to a park, so we were able to do that. We could actually use the park equipment. We were able to hide the moonstone up on top, and had the kids, we had to run up the equipment to grab it, and so we had it was a lot of fun because we had a good space for it. So you're gonna need a good space. That's really gonna make or break the game. But if you have a good space, then that's great. Really, really positive there. If you've got some younger kids, you're gonna want to stick with probably the base game or the level 2 game. So those two you can play. You can work teams. You can adjust the teams, however you do, and those work for the kids. But that third level, when you have the roll cards with the different special powers, for older groups you can get into that. But even with the older groups, I still feel that the first 2 games are still better and more fun to play. This just gets to be a little few too many rules, I think. And if you want to do different roles all the time, if you're outside, you can't see, you got to pull your cell phone out, turn the light on to read it, whatever. I do like that there's the option, and if you have a group that likes to role play, then you can really get into being like the astral walker. That is your character, and so you can role play a bit as well when you play this game. So that's cool if you're into that, but it's not necessary, and I think the majority of the time you're gonna be sticking with the first 2 games. Overall, I think I had fun with it. I had a good time. It was good to get out running and playing. That kind of kids game again that I used to play, and really enjoyed kind of showing my nieces and nephews, what I did as a kid. I don't know. I kind of feel sometimes that these outdoor games do get a little lost. And this just basic set of equipment, it's nothing crazy, but it's enough to just really add another level and to get them involved. If I just told them we're going to go outside and play tag, they're not going to be interested at all. But if I'm going to say, hey, we're playing wizards and werewolves, all right, and we're going to be hunting each other, they're going to get into it and they're going to have a lot more fun. And that's what this brings to the table. So, yeah, I really appreciated this game. I think they did a good job with it, and I really appreciate it. I would recommend it if you've got, a group of kids that want to get active, that you want them to get active. You want to get them outside and you want to play. Then I say this is a solid pickup for you. Again, that's Wizards and Werewolves from Starlux Games. All right, this is Coach Troy. and I'll see y'all next time.